Hello, my name is Ingo Puppy, and this is a 30 plus turn battle that I had that was just a random battle. Now, let's get it started. I lead with Miss Magius, and at this point I really don't know what he has, but he leads with a Flareon. So I set up the sub expecting to protect. Nope, Flame Charge. So that's not good. Now his speed's up, and he's going to get his Toxic Orb to go off, and he's just going to Flame Charge the snot out of me. Now, I go for a Shadow Ball just trying to get some damage off. And then at this point, I'm wondering, is Flame Charge the only move that he has? Because that's all that he's used. So I come out into my Slacking, curious. And in the chat, you can't see, but he said, why is Flareon's only attacking move Flame Charge? And that is random battles epitomized for you. So I go out into my Sharpedo, knowing that all that this dude has is speed, and I can easily survive multiple flame charges, even with the guts boost. So I just go for a waterfall. Now at this point I'm thinking, okay, how am I gonna make this up, and what are his other 5 Pokemon? I know you can see them, but I didn't know at the time. So he comes out into Jolteon. Now I'm gonna swap out, expecting the Thunder type move. Nope, sets up the sub, and that is awful. So I'm just going to Baton Pass out into my Slacking to break that sub. And he has the Signal Beam. Okay. So he will be able to do damage to me, which isn't great. And he gets a crit. That is not how I like to start my matches. So my speed is down. I can't take another one of those if it's a crit. And I'm just going to swap back out into Jolteon. He predicts it and goes for a Signal Beam. Now, that is not great. That is not, I mean, just any damage onto my Jolteon is not good. So, I end up going for my Signal Beam, and with the crit, it breaks it. He goes out in a Gliscor to take the Signal Beam, and I'm like, oh, that is great. I'm packing HP Ice. But he swaps out, predicting it. And I just, at this point, am thinking, crap. Now he knows I have HP Ice. So I am just going to Volt Switch out because I know this Jolteon is going to be the only thing I have to kill that Gliscor. Now I'll go out into Slacking, and I pack the Pursuit. I knew he'd swap out expecting a Night Slash, and I kill it. And in the chat, he was like, wow. He did not expect that one bit. So I go out into my Drifloon to take a Boom Burst, which I predicted, and it worked out perfectly. He hits me with the Draco, but it's not enough to kill. So, and with my item, it forces him out. So his Jolteon gets put to sleep, which is great because that was annoying for my team. I come out into Slacking. He's still going to be asleep. He's still going to be asleep. So I just go for a Double Edge. Nothing, minus his Drifloon wanted to take a Double Edge, but he wasn't going to come into it expecting a Dark type move. So I go into my Rotom-Mow now that his Drifloon is out, and I can easily eat up that Thunderbolt. I'm Grass Electric, so he's just going to go for Shadow Balls, and I just go for a Volt Switch, try and get off as much damage as possible. But he has the red card, which means I don't get to pick what I come out into. And I predicted him to overpredict, which is why I stayed in with Sharpedo, and that did not work out. So I come back out into Rotom-Mow, and I'm going to go for another Volt Switch, which he obviously is going to predict, and go out into Gliscor. Now, that's not great for me, because I can't do much, but I am going to Pain Split and get my health back. Now, he Toxics me, which means my leftovers are now useless, but I'm okay with that. So I'm going to swap out into my Drifloon. And he goes out into his Drifloon, but I hit him with the Thunderbolt, and now he's paralyzed, so it's going to do half damage. I won the speed battle, which means I guess mine is more speed invested, or maybe I just got lucky. I will never know. So I hit him with the HP Ice because he is not living that. Noivern comes out. Now, I didn't know if I could kill it with 1 HP Ice because I didn't know how invested my Jolteon was, and I don't really run calcs. So I come out in my Slacking, just foddering it off, and then I'm going to come out into my Rotom to get a Volt Switch off. Now, that Boom Burst is going to do a lot, and I knew he'd hit me prior to Volt Switch because Rotom is slow. So I come out into my Jolteon, and I Volt Switch again because I know I outspeed. Now, he's at 16%. I'm going to go back out into my Rotom, and he has the Roost. At this point, I'm thinking, crap, is the game over? I sure hope not, because that'd be awkward. Now, I'm not going to Volt Switch. I'm not even going to bother. I just know that I'm going to die, so I don't even hard switch out. I come out into Jolteon, and I'm like, I got to go for the HP Ice. I outspeed, kill the Noivern. Now, he has to come into his Ground Flying Gliscor. Well, guess what? HP Ice times 4. And that is a good game. Now, I talked to this guy in the chat a lot, and he was a great guy. If you ever see him in Showdown, be sure to, tell him I said hi. I mean, the dude was just really kind the entire match. We went back and forth, and, it's battles like these that remind you why you play Pokemon. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again at the next episode.